Thank you. All right. Welcome everybody to the September 7th agenda meeting being held by video conference by Zoom, and it's being recorded and will be posted on the website. And apparently our resolution last week to the governor was very effective.
Yes. When Caroline talks, the governor listens.
Maybe she looked at the minutes, because I know that Jesse had the envelope in the mail bin when it was announced. So, but anyway, that was a good call, and nice to see from Governor Hochul. So,
yep.
So, and additions, deletions from the agenda, I will add executive session to discuss employee policies further. And I do see that somebody has joined us, so I will offer opportunity for privilege of the floor if anybody wishes to address the board right now. Okay, not seeing that. So with that added to the agenda, I'll go ahead and open the meeting and open it up for, let's see, actually, yep. So I'll open it for committee reports and.
Oh, wait a second.
Did I miss something?
I wanted to do, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had a comment for during privilege of the floor.
Okay, I just called for privilege of the floor and I didn't see anything, so please go ahead.
I didn't see how to make myself, raise my hand or anything. Okay. I just would like to take this occasion to thank the town for taking measures to protect all who travel on Bald Hill Road and Grove School Road during this period of what I understand will be 3 months while the bridge on Central Chapel Road is being rebuilt. Starting on August 2nd, when the bridge was closed, the traffic on Bald Hill and Grove School Roads increased dramatically. Utilized by drivers who ignored the detour signs that unfortunately took them a long way around on Old 76 and Buffalo roads. Alarmingly, this traffic included large trucks rarely seen on these back roads. There was a marked increase in drivers who drove way too fast for the hazardous conditions on Bald Hill Road and who did not know what it means to share a one-lane road. The residents of Bald Hill who use both roads are greatly relieved to see the beneficial effects of the signs that were added on August 27th, which was 3.5 weeks after the bridge closure. Those signs announce that both roads are closed and allow local traffic only. We also appreciate the work that has been done since to widen the road in some of the narrow spots. These amendments don't turn it into a two-lane road, but they do reduce the chance of a car falling over the downhill edge of the road. So I would like to thank you for responding to our pleas, for taking steps to allow for safer passage of all who use the roads while the bridge remains closed. And I think we in Caroline are really lucky to have public officials who take the concerns of Caroline citizens seriously. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Lizzie. So I'll just offer that, yeah, thanks very much. And I think Primary Bob, the highway superintendent, was responsible for that and worked with the county, Jeff Smith and his colleagues there. So.
Yes, I found my conversations with all of them extremely helpful. And as I say, I found them all responsive and willing to go, the sort of extra mile to take the situation in hand. As I say, I'm not sure that this is a permanent solution to the problems with Bald Hill Road, but they certainly make the next couple of months a whole lot easier on everybody. So thank you again for what all of you have done.
Thanks, Lizzie.
And I'll-
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. Anything else before we get started? So I'll open the meeting for board reports, committee reports. Anybody that wants to go? John?
Don't have a lot. Just one update, folks, that as I think folks know, we had to postpone our meeting with LaBerge because of the COVID situation. I am in the process of rescheduling it. Jim, who's kind of our key guy, is currently on vacation, so it may be a week or two before we're able to actually get that on the books, but it is in progress.
Great.
Just want to keep people in the loop.
Great. Thank you. Any questions or comments for John about that? Great. Thanks for the update. Anything else? Oh, yeah. Are you speaking, Cal? Or
No, I was kind of talking to myself, I mean, I really don't have anything to say for highways or cemeteries, so.
Okay, you got to watch out with Zoom. It'll pick up that.
Yeah, they're pouring concrete on the one side of the bridge today. They've got the other side, the kind of a supports poured, and, things seem to be moving along well. I was worried that things might have gotten delayed because of all the rain, but they're forging ahead. So
Great.
looks
Great.
good. It looks
Yeah.
good. It's going to be a huge improvement.
Still that huge excavator with the two walls channeling the stream down the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, there goes a concrete truck by now because they've been going up Buffalo Road down Old 76 to pour that side of, because the other side is poured that's towards Brooktondale.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you. Catherine, did you have something? Did I see your hand go up? No. Okay. Great. I do expect Tim to join us at some point, and so I'll let him chime in if and when he arrives, if he has a report. I think what I'll do, okay. So I guess it seems premature at 7:10 to be moving to, I guess we'll do approval of the minutes of August 11th and August 30th. So does anybody have anything to say about the minutes? Other than I found them excellent.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so the minutes are thereby approved. Thank you, Jesse. I thought they were really, really excellent as usual. So, and I think now it might make sense to talk about agenda items for next week, and then we can move into executive session after that. And I guess I will just mention a couple little things that I'll probably follow up on next week. So I did contact at Greg and Beth's recommendation, I contacted Tyler Mix, who works with probation at the McCormick Center, to see if he could help with staining the deck at the Old Town Hall. So he's they're going to try to schedule that depending on the weather next week. So that's happening. I did get an update on the street lights. As you may remember, 21 of our 79 street lights are out. And so the solution was to replace the light with the LED fixture, but the smart technology is not all there. So they're in, as a short-term solution, they're going to put on a solar sensor to control the light. And so that's supposed to be happening this week. So fingers crossed. I hope I have a follow-up report on that next week. And then one thing that I wanted to bring to your attention, you may remember that we took a grant from Soil and Water of $6,000 for bioretention in the front grounds, and we ultimately didn't do that with the work that was done out there. We are at a point where, we have those funds in hand, so we either need to return them or commit to using them. And I would like to propose that we commit to using them. I think that, we've long talked about doing some sort of beautification on the front grounds. The intent of the bioretention was to not only, be functional there, it'd be functional in two ways, by the way. So it would control stormwater runoff from the parking lot. It would also enhance the functioning of the geothermal system, which is right underneath there. So, but the other benefit that Soil and Water saw was that it would be a public spot, that it would be sort of a demonstration project for something like this. So, we have to decide one way or the other, and I would propose that we decide in favor of it. So I'd like to put forward a resolution next week in favor of doing that, of moving ahead with that project. And so I don't know if anybody has any thoughts or feedback on that right now. We can discuss it further next week, or if you have questions.
It seems like a reasonable use of those funds, Mark, and certainly consistent with things we've discussed. I think it's a great idea.
Okay. Great. Okay. So I will line that up for next week. Great. So those are the only few things that I wanted to mention before we move forward. I also plan to next week have the tentative budget to present. So I'm hoping to present that next week so we can move ahead with our budget discussions. So great. So with that, I will offer a motion to move into executive session to seconded by John, and all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And I would, again,